Hello, let's go live. I think I'm live streaming a little earlier than yeah, I am. I said 2:45 my time, but I'm doing a training, a private training with my home-based business. And so I need to go earlier. So we are taking a little lunch break. So I decided to go live, right? Martin checked in at 12:36 p.m. and said he was the first. So maybe the time was misconstrued with that. Maybe the time was misconstrued as I wipe something off of my screen. But come on in, I am live right now, right? Got this thing on my screen. Um, I'm live right now, Queen of Credit, right? Help you to improve your credit and cash flow situation, specifically, right? Going from bad credit to good credit to good credit to great credit and to great credit and to cash flowing credit as you all are coming in. More, I'm sure will come in later. He says first, Nyla is in. I think Nyla is in Miami. Are you from the 305? Or let me know if I'm wrong. We got David in the credit and cash flow room. Hello, David. And let me share my screen so I can have my timer and be on point. And my timer, I'm sharing with this as well. All right. Let's see if that's going to come up and show. It's the 5 minutes of fame. My internet's a lot slow. Okay. This my timer is finally coming up. We got Arkansas is in the credit and cash flow room. Hello from Arkansas. Also have Texas in. Andrea from Texas. Hello. Thanks for coming in. The credit and cash flow room. Yes, Nyla is from the 305. You all please do as they are asking you to do. And hit that like button, right? Some life-changing information, especially for these economic times. So the cost of information for free is participation, right? So make sure that you hit that like button, right? Share this live stream. YouTube loves that algorithm. So it would notify others that we are live, right? So unique human, thanks for reminding me and others to hit that like button. All right, hello, Jimbo from Houston, Texas. Thanks for tuning in to Credit and Cash Flow Room from Houston, Texas. Hello, Jimbo. We got Sandra in the Credit and Cash Flow Room from the Shy. Hello, Sandra. Hello, Sandra. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for coming in. Got 3 minutes and counting. Who else do we have coming in the credit and cash flow room? Miss Palmer. Hello, Latanya. One of my credit clients from Dallas, Texas. How's everything going in Dallas? Right? Dallas, Texas is in. 5 minutes of fame. Drop your city and state or simply say hello, right? Or simply say hello. As we have 2 minutes and counting. 2 minutes and counting. I uploaded an old song. An old video. They had this song playing in the background. It's kind of been on my mind since I uploaded that video. Like that. That was in my car. So we'll play that. Hello. From Detroit, the 313. Detroit, Michigan is in the house. Miami. Somerville is in. Hello from Miami, Florida. Thanks for tuning in, coming into the credit and cash flow room. So we have our countdown timer on. See, can help me read some of these statements. We're going to discuss everything requires a strategy, right? As you all come in. Everything in the credit and the cash flow world is a strategy. You have to learn the game and play the game, right? You have to learn the game and play the game. Right? I got 2 uploads that you all probably want to look at. And if you are tuning in on Facebook, make sure you like and you share on your personal page on Facebook. Share the video, share the message if you like the content. If you're tuning in on Periscope, make sure that you also show some digital love and hit those hearts, right? And I'll pump those hearts on the scope. And remember this in this game, right? Everything is a strategy, people. Everything is a strategy, right? Learn the game, play the game when it comes to the credit and cash flow game. So come in. Still waiting on the more people as we have 20 seconds and counting. Five seconds. All right, last people coming in. I don't think I got Jimbo from Houston, Texas. It's in the house, right? We got Jimbo from Houston, Texas, and that's the 5 minutes of fame, right? It's the 5 minutes of fame. Time to say hello and or drop your city and state. Very powerful training going on with my home-based business today. People, it is so important, right? It is so important to continuously to be surrounded with like-minded people, with people that share the same vision with you, your same goals, right? And your same ambitions, goals, and dreams, right? Let me see. I think I highlighted the wrong thing. Yeah, I did. So let me take that out. So just know everything in the credit and cash flow world. Yeah, I guess Martin did figure out the first strategy. Some way he put first on and he was not first, right? Hello, Jesus from California, IA, right? Inland Empire, California. He informed me that's like 40 miles outside of Los Angeles, LA, Los Angeles. What happened to our Lakers last night, right? Didn't the Lakers lose? Lakers lost, right? But hey, we still got this one loss. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they lost. Still have more games to go, right? More games to go in that series. I'm definitely pulling for the Lakers. So now that your credit is fixed, right? Now what do you do with it, right? And my entire philosophy is to do more with your credit, right? To leverage your credit, right? To use credit to invest versus getting in debt, right? To use credit to invest versus getting into debt. I want you to do more with your credit than to have one house, right? And then a house mortgage. That's important, but hey, what about thinking on terms on one day I will be able to pay for my house in cash, right? Pay for the house that I want to live in cash versus having a note. Now, I know that's a big dream, right? I know those are big goals, but hey, definitely would recommend that you begin to think on those things, right? To meditate on those things, and to have that in your vision and in your goals for yourself, so that you can be a landlord, right? Biblically, the number one best-selling book on prosperity says or states that you will get houses, right? That's plural, that you did not build, right? You did not build, right? And we're in an era now. I'm pretty sure you are aware, if you have credit monitoring, that you understand that the credit industry, the credit world, the credit environment is changing, right? It is drastically changing. Thank you, Jesus. He's still asking everyone to please hit that like button. Let me adjust the camera. Okay, it's a little better for me. We are changing. The credit world, the credit industry is changing. Economically, the recession is here, right? So the credit crisis is going to be tighter. Your disputes are going to take longer, right? I know you want the days of credit sweep ended when FICO 10 came into play. The first phase of FICO 10 began in July with the resilience score. The resilience score pretty much, I have a net flat around me, pretty much is a score that allows the credit agencies and the banks, right, to communicate to see if you qualify credit-wise with your income, right, more based on your income. And if you don't know, or you didn't know, that credit cards were not required to prove or verify your income, right? When you apply for a credit card, often income proof or verification is not required. So it's called what is it called? It's not income based, but unless you enter in a certain amount that those are red flag, right? You're not required to give verification. Okay, this is the word I was looking for, it just came to mind. Stated income, right? Stated incomes, right? And we are in that era, or in this era, that nowadays rich people wear ripped jeans and Converse, right? While the poor working middle class, or even the upper class, if you're upper middle class, it means you earn 6 figures or more annually. If you're below 6 figures, then you are poor working middle class. And we're in the era now where rich people wear ripped jeans and Converse, and poor working and upper middle class wear Louis Vuitton and Gucci, right? And have big mortgage notes, low interest rates, right? But big mortgage notes. We're also in that era. Hello, Steven. Been a long time from Hawaii. Thanks for tuning in from Hawaii, where a lot of people are house rich, but cash poor, right? Big mortgage, low interest rates, right? 6-figure mortgage, low interest rates, but cash poor. And so that's why I'm here. That's my purpose. If you didn't join my live stream, I have this in front of me that I just very happy about this. Got my Woman Thou Art Wealthy. Okay, it's showing a little better. Trademark approval, right? Just officially did this on yesterday. And I'm very happy. We definitely have a book and some more merchandise coming out, since it's trademarked, my intellectual property, Woman Thou Art Wealthy, about the strategies that rich and wealthy women use in the Bible, right, to become rich and wealthy. So everyone gave me congratulations. Thank you so much. On the scope, it says, man, my husband needs to be working. Okay, go to my website. I have it streaming, fixmycreditandcash.com. and go to credit help. Start there. Get your customized credit analysis. What is a customized credit analysis? Customized credit analysis is a custom plan and strategy, customized, custom fit for you to get on the road, on the pathway to good credit and eventually great credit. What do I consider great credit? Great credit in my vocabulary is credit that is used to make you money and not take away, right, your money. Credit that is used to make you richer and not the banks richer. So go to fixmycreditandcash.com and then go to credit help, right? Steven says having a mortgage on a primary home is not an asset. It really is. It's a liability. It's a liability. So thank you so much for those congratulations, you all. I cannot wait. I should have worn my t-shirt today. I already had the Woman Thou Art Wealthy t-shirt, and I did not wear it today. I will. Let me see if I can pull up the logo for you all real quickly so you can see at least the logo. But it's officially trademarked, my intellectual property. No one can steal it, right? Falsify it, make it their own. It's mine, belongs to me. I think I have to renew that every 5 years. And this is the logo, right? You all like that? You like that diamond in there? I just think it's beautiful. I love it. And now I am official, right? I am official. I'm certified. So a lot of people ask me, they request a lot of times, write a book, do this and do that. But if it's a book title or some merchandise or gear that I don't want anyone to be able to use and have access to, then I will go through the process of getting a trademark. And that's something too that the rich and wealthy do, right? They trademark and they protect their ideas and intellectual properties. Aaron says everyone better get a home-based business. No more Social Security. Exactly. No more Social Security, Aaron. Thank you all so much. Okay, you all are taking me about the home-based business. So let's discuss, because actually, let me show you all something I have playing in the background. Thank you all so much. Yeah, you all saying you like it is nice. That I actually have playing. Thank you all so much. Thank you. In my background, it is from my home-based business. I'm multitasking. We are doing training right now. So this is one of the motivational videos we have playing. We are on break with my mentor, Mr. Brian Bean. Right.
Why do you feel sorry for me? I'm an all-star. Aren't you? I'm a pro, aren't you? Exactly. You don't feel sorry for me. You don't feel sorry for your people. That's what some of you do. They grow. But that's perfect, actually. Because now, I'm going to give you a rendition of Barry Bonds.
Okay, so this is just a motivational video that I'll have to go back and recap. We still have 270 people online. Private trainings, right? This is what we do. We offer private Zoom trainings. Everything you see publicly is not always what it is, right? The business pretty much pays for itself. The overhead, a lot of people always ask, how much is it to get started? Thank you, Aaron. Jesus says I was official before the paper. Thank you, Jesus. Yeah, and thank you so much. But having the paper, it has protection, right? Everything is business about protecting your ass and your assets. So thank you. But the most official you can be is when you get it paperized. A lot of people don't understand. You make money off paper, right? Or on paper, right? Or with paper. And it's not always, see, most people only know how to make money through cash paper. This paper is going to make me an official millionaire combined with my ideas. This registered trademark. And that's what I try to teach people about the home-based business, right? One of the best books that I just have on hand you can read is The Business School for people who like helping people. The many benefits of a home-based business and shifting yourself into another tax bracket, shifting how your money is made, right? From a paycheck, right? Talks about assets and liability into passive income until passive income. Right, Curtis. I'm official already. Official, going to be a millionaire, multi-millionaire, but you get paid over and over again on your intellectual property. And so I'm telling you, I wish you all were my business partner, because the inside information that we get, or we're getting today, right, is life changing, it's mind changing. It's not only just about a business, it's the mental mindset as well. I had someone, and I thought this was interesting. There's more. I always looking for my guys. And we heard from Rick today, Rick Phillips. If you all don't know, Rick was out of California. He would often appear on my live streams and pretty much complain about the economic situation, complain about the government. And then when he found out that if he fixed his mindset, right, if he shift his mindset, he can shift his income. Once he realized that he had the foundation that he needed to make money right under his nose or in his backyard, he began to do it. Finally, I began to prick and ask Rick questions out of California. And I said, Rick, there's got to be something. What assets do you have? And he said, well, I own land in California. I said, you own land in California? Do you know how rare commodity that is to be an owner of land? And you're not doing anything. You're not making money off of that land. And Rick began to shift his mindset. He began to use that land to grow avocados and other fruits and things of that nature, began selling it. Has not been able to join in the live stream since, but he sent me a message on one of my videos that I uploaded that he's doing fine, he's doing well, and that right now he's looking to repair and improve his credit so he can begin to invest in what he's doing and get more capital to get more cash flow. So those are life-changing testimonials that I love to hear from you all following me on my social media, right? Now, I know we talk about systematic racism and systematic oppression economically, but people, if you have under a 680 credit score, it's not your race, right? Race doesn't matter, right? So, but I'm not going to say that it doesn't have an effect, but you have to, what I tell my students and my girls I coach all the time, you have to erase excuses and still expect excellence, right? Now, race does matter in a sense, because if it doesn't matter, then when you complete your credit application, right, or even your job or rental applications, then why is it asking for your race, right? It shouldn't matter in a credit application, in a job application, in a rental application. Then why do you even want to know the race, right? I feel like you should take race off all those application so you can ensure that no systematic economic racism occurs, right? And one thing I can tell you, I uploaded a video, or I did a live stream talking about the families in Georgia that purchased the land, right? The Black families that purchased the land out of Georgia. And you can tell the racism comes out, right? Chinatown can do this, right? With no racist comments. It's okay for Chinatown to have a culture of their own. But when Blacks begin to come together and to do it, and this is how I know that this is the answer to Black Lives Matter, because it gets the most rebuttal remarks than any of my other videos, or the most hated. It doesn't matter if I do a video concerning protesting, right? No hatred remarks. But once you show videos or educate people about Blacks uniting economically, it gets the most rebuttal, right, remarks and comments. So we have to go back to Black Wall Street, people. We have to go back to sharing Black excellence, whether it's social media, videos, financial literacy, and promoting Black startup businesses, right? When they interviewed the interviewer and the 16 Black families uniting to purchase 94 acres of land in Georgia, one of the things that she said was that in the Jewish community, right, the dollar circulates 11 times before it leaves that community, right? In the Black communities, not even one circulation. We have to get back to circulating, recycling, and using our dollars, right? And recycling and reusing our dollars. So we have to continue to promote Black excellence. Stop looking for free. I actually had a small debate. I don't get into debates anymore, right? But a small debate, someone made a post on Facebook, one of my friends made a post, and the post said, let me just share it with you. How about that? I'll just share the post with you versus then discuss it. And if you know his personality, this is not something I took personal, but I'm glad he shared the post or made the post, because this is what most people think. This is their frame of thinking. This is their mindset, right? And the post is, find it. Okay. Hello, coming in from Periscope. Hello. The post is, or it reads, so, let's see if I can blow this up. So I gotta pay you to help fix my credit. And it goes on to say, shit. The reason my credit messed up because I could not pay them either. Who fixed credit for free? 109 likes. Isn't that something? 43 comments. Let's look over some of the comments. And I responded, definitely not me. Someone that said, LOL, bro. I understand where you're coming from. Information can be given out for free. What you are paying for is this person's time to write those letters, mail them for you. Oh, this was an actual issue. Oh, this is Curtis. He's one of my followers. Thank you, Curtis. It sounds like one of my followers. To research to get them out, since some issues folks have on their reports, like bankruptcy, repo, tax lien, etc., takes time and it takes expertise to get those removed. As I may add, think about it like this: you mess up your credit for free, So free ain't always free, LOL. He tagged me, Latanya Deloach, no doubt. I have to get credit where credit is due. He gave me a very nice statement. Roger come in, LOL, but $300 or $400 is a ripoff. Wow. Listen, whoever charged him $300 or $400 to do his credit, he should really sign up with that person. That's like super cheap. Bruh, when all these business grants checks hit, you have people charging $1,000 to help them. Let me tell you, that credit information is never free because it didn't work. And if the credit information is free, why are the people crying about they want people to help them for free? Curtis responded, now you have to watch out for some of these folks who don't have results. On average, it's going to take 6 months to a year to get your credit right, depending on your situation. Me, speaking from a loan officer perspective, creditors usually loom at your last 2 years of payment history to determine a denial or approval. He's correct on that, which is what FICO 10 has just updated, right? I want my people to do better. Real talk. Latanya Deloach is a beast at what she does. I don't know how much she charged, but I have been watching her and she definitely knows what she's talking about. Now, Roderick wants it for free. Then talk about $300 or $400 is a lot. Usually people that say this have thousands of dollars of bad debt reported on their credit. 10,000, 800, 1,000, 5,000. If you're paying $300 or $400 to get thousands of dollars of bad debt reported on your credit report in forms of collections and charge-offs, then look at the rate of return, right? I don't even want clients at $300 or $400 mindset. I don't want them. It's a waste of my time. I'm just going to be honest with you. A $300 or $400 client for me would be a person that has like 2 to 3 collections that they need deleted, right? I mean, I can do it. That's no problem, but I really don't like taking that low end of a credit issue, right? Why should I when I can get thousands for people or double up in hundreds, right? For people with more legit credit issues. That's just where my time is right now. Not that I won't take them, but I usually give people the video I just uploaded last year, this time last year, because Facebook shares your memories with you. 8 student loans, right? Deleted from her credit report and 4 collections. That was not a $300 or $400 job, right? So when you have big issues, right, then you should be able to pay the big bucks, right? And so just point blank. See, getting into bad credit is easy. You just got to make a decision, right? Or make an action not to pay your bills. But getting rid of that is hell. And I'm going to say this in my Michael Jackson voice, people. I'm going to say this with love, with love. I'm also in the public school systems. I do understand that over 90% of Americans are on a 3rd grade reading level. And these are the people that's telling me or make an argument with me that they can fix their own credit. They're the ones that when they post or they speak in incomplete sentences, they misspell, their grammar is off. And you're telling me that you can write a legalized letter, right, to dispute a legal matter, right? You're telling me. And then a lot of people say, well, I can buy a template, right? I can buy a template. Let me tell you something. Millions of people use those templates. If they did used to work, they're not working anymore. After a while, the system that the credit agencies use, all right, because they get millions of letters and disputes a day, they don't have human eyes looking at these credit dispute letters. Everything is done by algorithm. And most people try to give you tricks and gimmicks and game and say, well, you know, You can try to do things so that it's not scanned through a computer, and you can staple it, you can send a paper clip. Let me tell you, at the end of the day, these people that work for credit agencies, Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, make minimum wage, right? Because they are looking at the letter you read, which may not even dispute it under the category that it needs to be disputed on, is not going to make your results any better. They're going to look at, scan, and say, okay, this person is disputing this debt. Let's just say they're saying this account is not mine. They're going to key it in a computer and say they're disputing that this account is not mine in the system. They're going to run the letters through the system, and the system still is going to automatically generate a report, and then it's going to go through the letter process and saying that your account is verified. 99.9%, no, I'm just going to say 100% of people that dispute accounts under that code, not mine, right, automatically get a verified or updated account with the credit agencies, right? So, those are just things people don't know, what they don't know. But I encourage people, right? You played a hands-on part in getting that 350 credit score. So go ahead and try to do it yourself. Then you will respect the pricing of a professional, because when you see how hard and difficult it is, then you understand the $1,000 fees. So I highly encourage people, okay, Superman, to go ahead, try to fix your own credit, please. I highly encourage that, because once you see the difficulties of that task, right, and that is not easy, then you would gladly pay and invest in professional services. Right. Minimum mindset, mediocre mindset. People that saying, shit, shit, I didn't pay the other people. What made you think I won't pay you? Cuz that's why you got 350 credit score. You mean tell me you can compose a letter legally? Woosah. So, right, you like that, Aaron? If you got big issues, pay big bucks. You make that credit score all the way what it is, then pay the money, pay the cost to be the boss. And Harrison says you pay a professional because they have experience. Exactly. Right. Because they have the experience and they have the expertise. Yep. You have to be willing to get a seat at the credit warden's table. Unique said, I understand it's complicated credit issue. You do deserve expertise, because I tried on my own and only was able to get one thing removed. Okay, well, and congratulations on getting that one thing removed, right? That's a higher success rate than most people get, right? Most people get nothing. Most people get nothing. And so I'm not upset about that. That's just what a lot of people think. And that's why their credit is in the state that it's in. And so, I started asking, I said, why is it that so many people, when it just comes to the credit industry, right? Why is it that they're the ones that mainly want something for free? Why is that mindset so predominant in the credit industry? And then I thought, right? It came to me that the reason why that mindset is so predominant in the credit industry is because they don't pay their bills as agreed. They don't want to pay an expert. They don't want to pay a professional. They don't want to pay bills. They don't want to pay. Right? And that's why they're in the situation that they're in. Right? And so they just have I don't want to pay anybody mentality. And that's why they will always suffer with bad credit, pay high interest rates, and make someone rich other than themselves. Now, let's discuss the difference between credit repair, right, and credit restoration. Jesus said, oh, Martin, wasn't that good, Martin? I think I have 2 YouTube husbands, Jesus and Martin. I'm just joking with you all. You know, you had a work husband and work wives. I have 2 YouTube husbands because I love their knowledge and their input on my channel. Martin says wealthy people buy time, poor people give their time. Right. They do. They don't value time at all. They don't value time. They don't value expertise. They don't value professionals. They don't value knowledge. Jesus says, you feel sorry for that guy. Aaron says, I make you laugh. Right. They don't want to pay anybody. They don't want to pay anyone. Right. Carissa says, pay or stay out the way. Exactly. And so now the difference between credit repair and credit restoration, let's break this down. I have some people ask me, what do you do? I do both, right? Let me give you this example. My daughter and I was traveling for my job, right? I coach basketball and I teach in the public schools as well. And I actually had the pleasure of coaching her and winning a basketball championship with her when she was in junior high school. One of the best experiences, me and her. We have a very close relationship because of the time we got to spend together in the public school systems, right? And she had to experience me as a mother and a coach. And so, but one day driving home from work, it was a bad hailstorm, a terrible hailstorm. And I tell you, it was terrible. The BMW that I was driving at the time, the windows was the windshield wasn't all the way bursted out. I thank God that we made it home before that happened. But the hailstorm was so severe that day that the back window, right, the rear view mirror was totally collapsed in. The whole car was dented up, rain and got into the leather interior. And I thought for sure that the insurance company would just total the BMW outright. Well, they didn't. They didn't total it out. I was like, how can this be repaired? Impossible. But they did not total it out, right? It took about a year because you have to understand that there were many, right, BMWs affected that day by the hailstorm. And it was only one local herring gear BMW that all BMW owners had to take their vehicles to. It took over, they kept my vehicle for over a year to get it restored. What does restored mean or restoration mean? It means to return back to its original state. They had to take that car and return it back to its original state that it was originally in. So restore in the credit world means that at some point I had good credit. I was operating on good credit, right? And one late payment, for example, can drop a credit score up to 120 points. And this person had one late payment, right? And they got a score drop, right? For whatever reason, maybe they didn't get updated with the auto pay or something, spouse lost a job, a demotion or whatever. But let's say it was a late payment or it was a pop-up collection, right? You didn't even know that medical collection had hit your credit report or that non-medical collection. So restoring means that this person had an 800 or a 700, a 750, 760 credit score, and one dent or dropped them majorly by, a great amount of points that now put them in the average range or category. Repair means to get something back into working condition. Repair can be a step in restoration, right? But repair can also mean for the people that never had good credit initially in the first place. They've never operated off good credit, right? Repairing some things doesn't mean it always have to be broke or fixing, but the repair process also is inclusive of removing damage or negative items off of the credit report, right? That's repair. Now, repair can also consist of that this person has a thin credit file. They never had a 750 or 720 credit. They may be an 18-year-old, a 19-year-old. And repairing can also mean adding some things to improve upon the condition state of a credit, right? You can take a vehicle that's operating totally fine and add some things to it that increases the value of that vehicle, right? And so repairing is only includes fixing what's broke or removing the negative or what's damaging, but it also includes adding positives, right? That's why I have $5,000 primary trade lines. I also teach and educate people how to add their rent. I also teach and educate people how to get added as an authorized user to boost their credit report. Now, the one thing I really don't do is let people go on Experian and add their, good paying utility bills as a repair tool, because people think that, oh, I've added my utility bills on Experian and my credit score is now 20 points higher, but the bank still will not calculate. That's not accurate under FICO. And you get a lot of people that have credit repair testimonials. Oh, my client credit score increased 50 points, right, in 30 days. And the only thing they did was add a tool to their credit report. They didn't necessarily have to add anything negative. But the question is this the true credit score that my banks and lenders will look at in order for me to have approval on what I'm trying to get approved on? So adding Experian Boost, for example, is not what the banks and lenders will look at. So you have to be careful when people are advertising credit score points increase versus credit score reports increase, right? Meaning, are they showing you actual accounts that were deleted? And just know that there is a difference. Know the difference of language. There's a difference between deletions and removal. When I uploaded the video that I think my home-based business is getting ready to get started, so I'm about to get out, that 8 student loans were deleted, someone made the comment that, oh, but those student loans can be replaced back on there. No, deletion means deletion, permanent removal. But when you see something that says remove, because a lot of people were invested in credit sweeps, which were a temporary removal for 30 to 45 days because they had clients who want the easy way out, that were impatient. All right. And actually, those 8 student loans, it actually took me 2 months to get that deleted for that person. Right. They started in July and September. Actually, the 18th, the deletion letter came in, right? But everyone's situation is different. You're right, Jesus. Everyone's score is the accumulation of your past money moves. Don't hate others. Hate yourself. My Facebook said credit and cash flow conversation. This man helped me get $1,200 into my Cash App. You can inbox. I don't know who that is. I'm not really this man. We don't do Sushu or Cash App inboxing around here. I believe in legitimate legal ways. Sushu is actually illegal by the FBI to help people get credit. So I would definitely delete those statements. So yes, Curtis, there is a difference in credit repair and credit restoration. I do both, right? Aaron says Experian Boost. I said no, it's all in the language, right? Great. Jimbo said he's proud of got his utilization on his credit report down to 6%. Great job, Jimbo. Congratulations. Right. So, and there's so many myths in the credit world about, credit is impossible to get if you don't already have it. That's not true. You can add authorized users on for their purpose only, because they usually mirror. These are strategies. These are ways. Now I'm talking about ways to leverage your credit to create more cash flow, right? But the days of paying for authorized users are over with. No one's selling them anymore, right? Because authorized users were created in a sense to pass on generational wealth, which means its intention of usage is supposed to be to add your children, your friends, your family members, so they can inherit your good credit from your credit card usage, right? So now let's get into how to leverage your credit to create more cash flow. How to leverage your credit to create more cash flow. Hold on one second. Okay, my home-based business is back on, so I'm gonna have to log off. We're back with our private Zoom training. And so that's one way, right? If you have a family member, a friend that has good credit cards, that's why I love credit cards. These strategies you can use your credit cards are, as my followers are calling them, leverage cards that you cannot use with any other type of credit, right? Credit cards, friend or family has good paying history, good payment history, then ask them to add you as the authorized user. Adding you as an authorized user does not mean that you have access to use the card, right? Okay, Curtis said he reached the 724. Yes, Curtis, you're the one that left those, I think, statements on my Facebook, on the Facebook post. All right, new goal. Right, take baby steps. As you all know this from Dave Ramsey. Take baby steps to improve and to get good credit, right? So first thing, if you know a friend or family member that's willing to add you, you don't have to have access to the credit card, right? You will just inherit that good credit history if they have, and this is what you want to look at. I don't believe in buying lines of credit, right? I don't believe in doing it. That's why wholesale trade lines is no longer selling trade lines or lines of credit, or an opportunity so you can be added as an AU, authorized user, right? Some of the things you may want to look at what's their usage, right, on the credit card. Have they kept that debt ratio at least 18% or lower, right? How much a debt ratio? If they have, for example, a $5,000 credit card and they owe $4,000 on the card, you do not want to be added as an authorized user. You always want that sweet spot at 7 to 10%, right? Usage on their credit card. So if that $10,000 credit card, if they have $500 or less, right, that would be a sweet spot. A balance. Oh, some of them may have zero balance, right? Some may have zero balance. So these are things to look for, and this is how you can position yourself legally, right, to have good credit history. And another great thing about that, right? Another great thing about that is that people, the higher your credit limit is on your personal credit cards, that's what the bank credit cards will mirror to determine how much of a credit limit they will give you, right? You need to know this. So some people just use the authorized AU trade line strategy to have a higher, let's say they want to get approved for a $10,000 credit card with the bank, right? Then if you have a $10,000 limit reporting, and it can be through an authorized user, then the banks will mirror your current credit limits, right? So this is for if you want to get cards, especially if you want to get business credit and business credit cards, right? And if you're interested, let me find a link in business credit approval to give you a consultation. If you think that you qualify, and just know on your personal credit cards, you should have those paid at zero balance or 7 to 10% as well. You also want those personal credit cards, right? Credit limits definitely above $5,000, preferably $10,000 or more, right? But you definitely want high limit credit cards. That's why I do not suggest for people to get secured credit cards that may show a $200 or $300 credit limit. that won't help you in the business credit card world. Now, the second thing I talked about the difference between credit repair and restoration. If you are in the credit repair process, meaning that Queen, I don't have any bad things report on my credit report. I just don't have any established credit. Then that would mean you need credit repair, right, and not credit restoration. These are two primary trade lines. Also, this is the link www.bit.ly/ all caps the biz credit if you want your free business credit consultation, right? And this is one of the links. If you need credit repair and you have a thin credit profile and what this does is people, once you have a charge card, for example, with the $5,000 credit limit line, once you begin to apply for the major credit cards, Discover, Capital One, I don't recommend Capital One at this time because they are already in the process of cutting credit limits and they're having a lot of issues within their banking system. So I no longer recommend Capital One. But some cards, if you're a college student or you're beginning to establish credit, is Discover It Inc. And a lot of times these these college credit cards are great for beginning people with a very thin credit line. So just go to places like nerdwallet.com and look at easy approval credit cards for beginning credits, things like that. So getting this trade line and keeping it for up to 3 months or 90 days and then applying for a major credit card is the chess move you need to make because now you can get a 5,000 credit card limit or higher, right? Again, this is what to do now. I got my credit straight. How do I leverage my credit? Again, you can have no negatives on your credit, but you still will not be able to leverage your credit if you do not have credit card limits in place to then transition into business credit, right? This is the second link. Notice the only difference is one link says 5,000 K trade line. It has the K in it, www.bit.ly/. The second link just has 5,000 trade lines, two different $5,000 credit limit, right? If you don't have an opportunity to get authorized user and okay. Yeah, you all talking about stock. Authorized users will be your first move, and then getting those high limit charge cards to then convert into high limit credit cards. So what are the credit cards that I would like? First thing you need to do is to build a good relationship with banks, right? Your next step, build good relationship with banks. Erin says she's like Nerd Wallet, yes. Nerd Wallet is a great source. Build a great relationship with your local banks as well, right? So the bankers should know you. That's a goal. Remember, local banks have a lot more flexibility. If you build a relationship, you're likely to be extended credit cards, loans and lines of credit, etc. Credit unions, the same as with local banks. I like Navy Federal and USAA, right? For example, and PenFed. Again, I'm not saying Capital One this time because they are going through a lot of transition with people as far as getting approved for their credit. However, Discover, just make sure you pay Discover on time. Know what you're paying. After your credit is solid, then I would definitely go with Chase or American Express cards. Those are like your next top tier credit cards, right? So you start with maybe a Discover, breaking news. Chase Freedom is no longer accepting new clients. So I told people, see, can I find that article? That's supposed to be on my training. Let me see if I can find that article. Okay, here it is. I was coming before you weeks and months in advance. That's why I tell people you cannot be slow when I share this credit information with you. You cannot be slow to take action, right? So, you're welcome. Oh, congratulations. Congratulations, Miss Thelma. She just got an $8,000 card with PenFed. Let's make sure you use that card to invest in assets, right, and not liabilities. So this is the article, Chase Freedom Card is closed to new applicant, right? Closed to new applicants. Here's what this means for existing Freedom Card holders. This article was updated Wednesday, September 16th, so recent. It's no longer accepting new applicants, which make you wonder what happens to your card. Here are the options you have now. The latest is Chase Freedom, right? Effective September the 15th, the Freedom Card is now closed for new applicants. I thank God I have mine still. If you had a Freedom Card, if you already have the Freedom Card, your card will not be canceled, but you do have a few options about what to do. Current Freedom Card holders can continue to use their cards without any changes, but you also request a product change to another card. What happens to your current Chase Freedom Card? Existing Chase Freedom Card holders won't receive any notification from Chase about this change, but you still have two options on how to proceed. You can do nothing to use your card with no changes, right? You can contact Chase and ask for a product change. Now, I will contact Chase on Monday asking about their Chase Freedom Flex, right? To see what will the difference be between my current Chase Freedom and the Freedom Flex. So there's no forced migration to the Chase Freedom Flex card. If you opt out for the second, you can choose to switch your Freedom card to either the Chase Freedom Flex or the Chase Freedom Unlimited. I have the Chase Freedom Unlimited as well. If you ask for a product change, your old Freedom card will be deactivated and you can activate your new Freedom Flex or Freedom Unlimited card. So which card would benefit you in your spending habit? The Chase Freedom Card is known for 5% cash back, up to $1,500 in combined purchases and bonuses and categories every quarter, quarters every 4 months, right? And then you have 1% on all eligible purchases, right? The Freedom Flex offers some base rewards like the Freedom does, right? Plus, you get 5% back on travel booked through Chase Ultimate Rewards portal and 3% cash back on dining and drugstore. So if you're looking to travel, the Freedom Flex may be an option, product change for you. So those are added rewards to the Freedom Flex. The Freedom Unlimited, right, straights the bonus categories and instead offers a more straightforward, this is the one that I will personally inquire about, the Freedom Unlimited, a straightforward 5% cash back on travel purchased through Chase, unlimited rewards, 3% on dining and drugstores, and 1.5% on all other eligible purposes. People, let me tell you something. These are great rates if you are looking for additional ways to get passive income. And let me put this in the notes section so you can catch what I'm throwing. These are great. Post a link. Great rates if you're looking for passive rewards to get passive income. I always tell people all the time you should have a good cashback rewards cards in your arsenal for these purposes all the times, right? So if you're looking for ways to get passive income, these are great passive rewards for these cards. Can you post the Chase information? Let me see if I can pull that link up again because I just exit out. Also, people, moving forward, I'm going to probably have people to have to invest in a monthly subscription for giving out information like this. And what I do, I did teach briefly on, let me see where this link go in, on velocity banking. And I know that you are excited about things that you hear me. Gwen is coming on, that you're hearing me teach about, and you want to act on it. But just know, right, I don't give you all information live stream. This is a free public broadcast, right? I depend on the super chats of other people to it really invest my time into coming before you, because it takes a lot of research on my own, right? We just don't come live and just talk about the latest gossip, right? We don't have the latest gossip columns. We don't talk about, just things that won't help improve your financial life. So I will create a Patreon channel, but like I told Gwen, I text Gwen this morning, right? And I told her, velocity banking, you need at least $500 of profitable cash flow every month left over before you begin to even have the discussion of doing velocity banking. And I prefer velocity banking with credit cards versus lines of credit, preferably, right? But there's nothing wrong with the line of credit. But just know there is a company that I recommend for velocity banking. If you want access to that company, you can just cash app me velocity banking, and I will definitely give you that company's referral. And if you don't know what velocity banking is, just, you can Google it on YouTube, or you can even search my channel, right? And I have some short videos on that. But the reason why I discuss velocity banking is because, and include your email address too in there, and just put your email address and velocity banking in the cash app. $35, and I will give you, I'm sorry, not 35, that's my silver staking report, $25. And I will give you my company that I recommend in order for you to use the velocity banking concept and pay off any mortgage within 5 to 7 years, right? So that's my cash app. Include your email address in it, please, right? And make sure that you put in the notes, is for, you can just put VB for short, and then I will give you the companies and the referrals for that information. Okay, and her says sign her up if I did the Patreon channel. Thank you. Yes, it requires a monthly cash flow. I like people to have a $500 a monthly cash flow. And let me tell you this. Let me see, what did I have? If you have at least a $10,000 credit card, right? At least a $10,000 credit card is one of the prerequisites of velocity banking. And you will get a consultation. So if you want that, then, I don't give everything out for free. I will definitely provide you these services for the consultation. You want to get a pre-consultation for business credit. Again, I put this link in here as well. I don't have a link to the velocity banking yet. I will work on getting that done, but I will give that to you. And Gwen, just text me your email address because you faithfully contribute to the Cash App. No, that's okay, Gwen. I have your cell phone number. I'll text you that company's information when I get off my live stream. But if you have $500 of positive cash flow, right, and $5,000 at one time, you can pay off any house mortgage in 5 to 7 years. Let me say that again. If you have $500 in positive cash flow and $5,000 at one time, the $5,000 can come from your credit cards and a line of credit. Then you can pay off any mortgage in 5 to 7 years. But there are some prerequisites, and I have the professionals that I highly recommend you work with. No problem, Gwen. And it's the only company that I on my channel would recommend, right? So let's get back to credit repair, right? Credit fix, where we can just say fix because I gave you the definition of repair and restore, right? How to leverage your credit, right? First of all, you have to have the right mind frame. If you think debt is evil and you believe in cutting up your credit cards, this is not for you, right? Number two, you have to have the vision. You have to have a vision, right? Three, documentation. Learn how to, that's what makes you successful in a home-based business as well. Learn how to document, right? Have the right frame of mind, have a vision, right? You don't have a vision, you perish, like the Bible says, right? If a person with credit cards without a vision will create a very bad financial life for themselves. If you have credit cards and a vision, you can reform and reshape your financial future, right? You have to get started with strategies to increase your credit lines. I talked about some of these strategies: AU trade lines, authorized users, adding those $5,000 primary trade lines that I posted in the link. Fifth thing, you have to gain access to more funds via credit cards, right? So, and you have to understand how to use credit cards to invest in income producing assets, right? Remember, you have to keep your credit limits low before applying for additional credit, right? Let me share the screen with you again. And I want to share with you what I mean by, right, Martin, you have to have a person who understands leverage income versus labor income, right? Exactly. Velocity banking. I told you how Martin Jesus was my YouTube husbands. Velocity banking. Yeah, it takes a 7-year mortgage, convert it from a 30-year or 15-year mortgage, right? Right. So leverage income, that has to be your mindset. Shanita says, "Hey Queen, I signed up." Let me see. I signed up, but for you, I paid the money for fix my credit. I have not heard. Shanita, when did you sign up? Because I asked people to give me 5 business days to do that. All right, Gwen. So one of the things you need is you already need to have a high limit credit card. So if you don't have that, then you need to go through the My Jewelers Club and the other link that I shared. Because if you don't have a credit card with at least $5,000 or more credit limit, that's your first step that you need to be able to apply velocity banking. Remember, I said keep your credit limits low before applying for additional credit, right? You want your present lender to be with the best possible score. So velocity banking also, you need the highest possible credit score you can get before you try to use those lines of credit to get that done. So some more things that you need to know about when you get ready to use credit to create more cash flow in your life. You should be thinking like a lender. They look at your credit report to determine if you are reliable and the likelihood that you will pay back the money borrowed, right? So, you know what you get improved for or approved for, sorry. So 2 things are important: low credit utilization and a high credit score. If you're going to use credit to create more cash flow, right? And you all, I have to get off Cash Flow Christie's on with my home-based business, and I got to listen to her. She's the first ring earner in the home-based business, but I'm going to, multi-million-dollar ring earner in the home-based business. I want to share this quick video clip with you before I do. I think it's very powerful information. So I want to share it with you. I just see her up and I got to get out to get her knowledge. This is things I get when I'm feeding others. This is the things I get to feed myself in my home-based business. So let me share this clip with you.
Last year I borrowed $2 million, tax-free. How I got that money is exactly why Susie Orman says don't do, whatever Dave Ramsey says don't do, I do. Because I trained differently than that.
Did you just quote Susie Orman?
Last year I borrowed $2 million, tax-free. How I got that money is exactly why Susie Orman says don't do, whatever Dave Ramsey says don't do, I do. Because I trained differently than that.
Did you just quote Susie Orman?
Last year I borrowed
So
$2 million.
He said he borrowed $2 million tax-free, right? That's higher level thinking, but that's the vision I need you to have to use your credit, right, to create more cash flow and not to get into debt.
Y'all gotta hold up a number. Let's get it. All right, how accurate is she? How accurate is
So this is Cash Flow Christy with my home-based business. She's the first millionaire woman ring earner in the business. So she's speaking.
Okay, I see some eights in the box.
One of my rule of thumbs is when millionaire talks, it's time for me to listen. So thank you. Shantae says, how do you get in the Facebook group for the home-based business? Shantae, are you already a member of the home-based business? Let me see. The other way to use your credit to invest is use your credit card to invest in this home-based business. Enroll with the credit card, right? Enroll with your credit card in the home-based business. The business practically pays for itself. The overhead, just like you would have in any business, is $119 a month, but you can reduce that overhead cost to only, Shantae, I don't see that you're a member of the home-based business, to only $40 a month if you get 3 people to join the business with you as a business member. You can also go to my website, fixmycreditandcash.com, and select home-based business tab to go ahead and get started. Use your credit card to create more cash flow and get a home-based business. Shantae, you saying you're Hello Life Media Pro? Hold on, Shantae, let me look. I don't see anything. Let me check. But Shantae, let me go ahead and answer this for you. If you're already in the home-based business, this is what you need to do to get in our private Facebook group. One thing Brian brought out, right? He's been in this business since the age of 22. So I don't expect my results to be Brian's results. I've only been doing home-based business for 5 years. So that's the link. Shantae, this is how you get into the group. If you are already a member, you go to this website. If you've already joined, how to shift your income.com. Let me share this screen with you.
One thing I know, if my stuff gonna be that wide, you ready?
How to shift your income.com.
Okay, Frank, let me just tell you.
Right.
See, I have to use my cell phone too.
Go to this website.
I have to turn backwards. I have a group full of millionaires.
I'm looking at what's going on in home-based business. Zoom private, Zoom training. So you go here. You are a member. You're not a member. You have any questions, right? These are the frequently asked questions. Read all of these. What products are we offering? It's a pyramid. How long it takes to see results from the 4 pillars. I've always heard about the power of home-based business. What types of expenses am I able to write off? If you are in the business, you need to have your prospects go to this. If you're not in the business and you want to know, then this is how you get more information. How to shift your income.com, right? How to shift your income.com is the website. This is the frequently asked questions. And then you watch these 3 videos. You are a member. It gives you all the information, how to get started.
Greetings, everyone. Brian, and being the mentor to millions, and you may know me as the founder of the.
Right. This is tax box. This is where you keep all your tax deductions for the business. This is your e-wallet, how to get your e-wallet, right? And also, it should have on here, join the EDM Facebook group. Here you go, Ms. Young. Subscribe to the channel. Also, click on this link, fast link to Area Director Video Library. And you also have 2 Facebook groups to join. And they get approved, once they see that you have already joined a business. This is where private training and everything goes. So you just click on these links. It's 2 groups you can join. And it's a private group, as you can see, right? And this week we are having our private training. Next 3 days, right? Game changer training, which is what I listened to and should be on now. So that's how you join. If you're a member, you'll get approved. It is a private link, so no one can just free will get in the group without being a business partner. So I hope that helped you. Brian be lit. Yes, it does, Gwen. Nina said I received an offer today to purchase a 552. I'm trying to use my credit card. I don't know what a 52 is, Nyla. You're welcome, Shantae. I don't know what a 52 is. My credit card on this deal, first time 100 a day. Okay, promotion card. Oh, okay, Nyla says, all right, a 5-bedroom, 2-bath. Let's go, Nyla. Cool. I tell people my first investment property was with a Discovery card with a $5,000 limit. That was, years ago. But congratulations. You can convert that in credit card. If you don't know how to do that, I can coach and consult you on that. So you want to become a member of the home-based business, just text me. After you visit the website, howtoshiftyourincome.com, after you read the frequently asked questions, after you watch the 3 short 22-minute videos, you can send me a text. If you haven't done any of this, do not text me, please, right? You need to be ready. And this is how you get ready. Just send me a text at 601-720-2063, and I have to get on my training. J. Craig says, interesting. Yes, congratulations, Nyla. So you can text me, I'm ready. These are ways to use your credit. I got to listen to him. He's hilarious.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Okay, here we go.
He's always hilarious.
Why is it taking you so long to move up? Why are you not successful? Huh? Why you not? I'm taking. I know why. Hold on. You don't want your sheets. Look at your sheets. This is why you're not successful. Every morning when I get up, I got my sheets. When I go to the bathroom, I got sheets. When I eat dinner, I got sheets. Why you not successful? How come? This will get me. How come? You're still an executive director. How come? Because you don't look at your sheets. That's why. You don't have your sheets. Hold on. You get my last card. Sit there. Okay, I'm there. This will get me. You trying to tell me that you don't know what you're doing. Not true. You act like you don't know what I know, because I know exactly what I know. That's you. You can't tell me nothing that I already don't know. This is why. And another thing, I know they mad, but I'm still gonna keep tossing my cards. No, that's me.
Wait a minute. Time out. Everybody give a round.
That's Junior from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. He's also in our home-based business. So I had to see, yeah, Brian always, and let me show you what he's talking about in home-based business. Let's cut this volume down. Brian, for the members, always tell people that you members should, after you set up your tax file, your Global wallet, download the fast track to AD package, right? Download the sponsor 3 to hit 3, right? And so he's saying the first steps you should do is to look at this sheet once you join the business to see, number one, start, how do I be successful, right? Let me share this with you. Okay, this is Brian. How do I be successful? This is a sheet that is on the website. So, Shantae, if you have joined, this is what you need to have. How to shipyourincome.com, right? Log into your MWR back office and create your free tax file. Give you step checklist. Create your Zoom account. You can create it for free or $14.95 a month. Schedule 2 private Zoom events, right? What dates? What people have you prospect and have them to look at the website and look at the question, and then schedule those dates with the mentor. It's either going to be me or Brian. Say, hey, they read the frequently asked question, they watched the videos, they're ready, right? Follow the steps in extra digit movement, welcome video, and on the site above, right? So the site above is how to shift your income.com. This is the site that this sheet is referring to, right? How to shift your income.com. How to shift your income.com. Then read each and every solitary question. Momentum bonus. If you get 3 personal people, right, within 30 days, you get 150 bonus in this business. 3 people to become your business partner with you. 3 qualified, the QFD is abbreviated for qualified financial directors. Did you personally sponsor them? You can get people plays, or it can be personal, but the first one must be personal, sponsored by you, your personal person. Then you are what's called a QFD, the executive director, ED, right? If you get 3 personally qualified people, that positions you people a daily guarantee, a daily payout of $5 a day, right? Daily pay keeps recession away. So $5 a day, $150 a month. 3 people that you get to be your business partner. And if you do it in 30 days, you get an additional $150 bonus, right? An additional, which means a total of 300, because you get 50 once they enroll, then 50 for each person, then an additional 150 if you do it in the first 30 days, right? So a lot of people ask, what's the monthly overhead? To have the membership is $79.97. To have the website is $40, which equals to $119.97. If you hit 3 people and become an executive director, your business will fund itself, meaning that the $79.97 is eradicated, it's gone away, and you only have to invest in $40 a month for the website in the back office, right? To get people enrolled. This is the process. Share the opportunity. You got to first get started, and then you have to stay. And people in an economic recession, right? These are your steps. Join the Extra Digit Facebook movement group. I shared the link how to do that. Like our fan page, like your MWR testimonial, order your free fast track in the AD training library that's on how to shift your income.com, right? Text 5 to 10 people, success screenshot. This is what I like. This is what I love. Let me take that back about this and Brian's training. Okay, I need to get on because I'm missing some training myself. Is that the test scripts are on we have text scripts for you all to use. So it takes the guessing game out of it. How do I tell people? What do I say? I don't know what to say. Some people say I'm not a salesman. You're not selling anything. You're sharing information, right? You don't have to sell, and you don't have any products that you have to pre-order to sell anything, right? So the text messaging is already provided for you, right? Here's the example. Then this is where you find this on this page. Welcome to the extradition movement. So if you want to make more cash flow in your life through credit, the business pays for itself. Getting started is very simple. You have financial experts and not employees. I'd rather have experts than to hire employees and try to create my own business. If you do a tenth of what everyone else is doing in this business, you will not regret it. The only regret you'll have is you wish you would have started 6 months ago, that you would have got in at this business at ground level, right? Because it's going to be thriving. You know how many people credit scores are dropping? How many people are losing jobs? How many people want to make money safely from home without exposing themselves in the health pandemic, right? You get daily motivation. You get private trainings like we have right now going on in your ear, driving you to success. Cash flow is taxed lower than income, right? And with income, your personal labor must be performed every single time to get paid. That's not true when it comes to cash flow. See, you need to understand the difference between, let me stop sharing this, passive income and residual income. Residual incomes means it may require your work one time. Passive income meaning that you can leverage the work of other people, right? Meaning that this person can get 3 people, and I don't even know those 3 people personally, but because they are my business partner, I get passive income from leveraging their time, their talent, and talent, and they get their income payout as well. It's not that the person, I'm just going to get paid, and then the person that got the people get paid. No, everybody get paid, right? Passive income is different than residual income. Cash flow can be earned collaboratively, and cash flow appreciates with time. Income depreciates, right? Unique says sharing information versus selling. No one wants to be sold, right? No one wants to be sold. I don't have to sell you anything. I share the information. You make the decision. The first person that has to be sold normally is the person enrolled. Do you want to get 20 to 30% more purchasing power out of your paycheck? Right? If you're fortunate enough to still have a paycheck. If you have a business, do you want to learn the difference between the LLC and then the LLC with the S Corp? Do you want to learn these tax strategies to create wealth? See, we went over the Schedule C today in our private training. So even if you have a business, you will need MWR for this business, because Schedule C's, when it comes to income tax training, right, are the highest audited from the IRS. So you need this tax knowledge. You need tax experts. You need this financial experts. You need, now MWR does credit restoration, right? They do credit restoration. As I told you, I do credit repair and restoration, right? If you didn't get the difference between them, then go to the beginning of this video. But everything is here. Ms. Young, if you already are a member, you should be on this website. All the tools you need, right under the financial comp plan, right? Everything is described. What's the difference between daily pay and daily guarantee? And then this is what you get. Extradition social media and text campaign. It helps you to know what to say. You don't have to sell, you just have to share. Comment reply 1, take the prospect. Text reply number 1, the pre-qualification, you just click on this. Text reply number 2, the appointment. Text reply number 3, the soft close. Text reply number 4, the sign up. Text reply number 5, look, this is, everything is set up for you step by step if you just follow the system. We don't have to focus on sales. We focus on strategies and systems. Strategies and systems to create cash flow. And it's all done by your credit. All right. So thanks for tuning in, you all. I have to get on my training. This has been real. And again, get your credit up, get your credit fixed, and then use your credit revisioning to create more cash flow. And if you don't have a home-based business on your credit card, my question is, why not? Dave Ramsey and Suze Orman teach you to do it yourself. And this is why you're broke. You need to do it with a system. Hey, here's to your credit and cash flow, your peace and prosperity, your health and wealth. Queen of Credit out. You all have a great Saturday.